Imagine standing at the edge of a vast bay, where the land meets the sea in a breathtaking display of nature's artistry. Before you, a rocky island rises abruptly from the tidal flats, its rugged cliffs sculpted by centuries of wind and water. The tides here are legendary, sweeping in and out with astonishing speed, transforming the landscape from a shimmering sea to a sandy expanse in mere hours. This is no ordinary island. It's a place where the forces of nature and the ingenuity of humankind have come together to create something truly extraordinary. At the very summit of this island, perched high above the swirling tides, stands a medieval village, crowned by a magnificent abbey. The village itself is a maze of winding streets and stone buildings, each one echoing with stories from centuries past. As you climb higher, the abbey comes into view, its spires and flying buttresses reaching skyward as if trying to touch the clouds. The architecture is a marvel, blending Romanesque solidity with Gothic grace, and from every angle, the view is nothing short of spectacular. This is Mont Saint-Michel, a place that seems to have leapt straight from the pages of a fairy tale. In the early morning, as the sun rises and mist drifts across the bay, the island glows with an ethereal light. It's easy to see why legends have grown up around this place, stories of angels, miracles, and heroic quests. The atmosphere is magical, and every visit feels like stepping into another world. Located just off the rugged coast of Normandy, France, Mont Saint-Michel is a sight that will leave you utterly breathless. Whether you approach across the tidal flats or along the modern causeway, the first glimpse of the island is unforgettable. Its silhouette rises majestically above the horizon, a beacon for travelers and dreamers alike. The interplay of land, sea, and sky here is constantly changing, making every visit unique. For over 1,000 years, people have been drawn to this magical place. Pilgrims once braved treacherous tides and shifting sands to reach the abbey, seeking spiritual solace and adventure. Today, visitors from around the world follow in their footsteps, crossing the bay on foot or by shuttle, eager to experience the wonder for themselves. The journey is part of the magic, as the island slowly reveals its secrets with every step. Once you see Mont Saint-Michel with your own eyes, you'll understand why it has captivated hearts and imaginations for centuries. It's more than just a destination. It's a living testament to the power of dreams, faith, and the enduring beauty of the natural world. Whether you come for history, architecture, or simply to marvel at the view, Mont Saint-Michel promises an experience you'll never forget. Perched dramatically on the border between Normandy and Brittany, Mont Saint-Michel is one of France's most iconic and enchanting landmarks. Rising from the vast tidal flats, this medieval island fortress has captured the imagination of travelers, artists, and historians for centuries. Its unique location, where land and sea meet, has made it a place of legend and strategic importance throughout history. As you approach, the silhouette of Mont Saint-Michel appears almost like a mirage, floating above the horizon, beckoning visitors from miles away. Getting to Mont Saint-Michel is an adventure in itself. The island is just a short drive from the historic walled city of Saint-Malo and the vibrant Breton capital of Rennes. Whether you're coming by car, bike, or even on foot, the journey takes you through picturesque villages, rolling green fields, and salt marshes teeming with wildlife. The anticipation builds with every kilometer as the abbey's spires slowly come into view, rising above the flat landscape like a fairy tale castle. What makes Mont Saint-Michel truly extraordinary is its ever-changing relationship with the sea. At high tide, the island is completely surrounded by water, cut off from the mainland, and transformed into a true fortress. For centuries, this natural moat protected the abbey from invaders, earning it the nickname, the Floating Fortress. The sight of the tides rushing in, enveloping the land bridge and isolating the island, is nothing short of magical. But when the tide recedes, a completely different world is revealed. The sea pulls back to expose miles of golden sand and silvery mudflats, creating a natural causeway that connects Mont Saint-Michel to the mainland. During low tide, visitors can walk across the sand, following in the footsteps of medieval pilgrims who made this journey for centuries. It's an unforgettable experience, but one that requires caution and respect for the power of nature. The tides here are among the most dramatic in Europe, rising and falling as much as 14 meters in just a few hours. Fortunately, the timing of the tides is well known and carefully monitored. Local guides and posted charts make it easy to plan your visit safely, ensuring you never get caught by the incoming sea. The rhythm of the tides is a daily spectacle, drawing visitors and locals alike to witness the transformation of the landscape. For those who prefer not to brave the tidal flats, there are safe and convenient options to reach the island at any time. A modern causeway allows shuttle buses and pedestrians to cross safely, regardless of the tide. Clearly marked paths and regular transportation make Mont Saint-Michel accessible to everyone, so you can focus on soaking in the breathtaking views and the island's timeless atmosphere. The ever-shifting tides are not just a natural wonder, they're an essential part of Mont Saint-Michel's magic. Each visit offers a new perspective, as the island transforms from a solitary fortress at sea to a welcoming gateway on land. It's this constant dance between land and water that makes Mont Saint-Michel a place of endless fascination and a must-see destination for anyone exploring the wonders of France. Rising from the misty tidal flats of Normandy, Mont Saint-Michel stands as a testament to faith, resilience, and the enduring power of human imagination. Its story begins in the 8th century, a time when Europe was a patchwork of kingdoms, and legends were woven into the very fabric of daily life. Back then, this rocky island was little more than a remote outcrop, battered by the tides and winds, seemingly insignificant in the vastness of the bay. According to legend, the archangel Michael, the celestial warrior and protector, appeared in a dream to Aubert, the bishop of the nearby town of Avranches. The archangel's presence was said to be awe-inspiring, surrounded by a radiant light that pierced the darkness. He commanded Aubert to build a sanctuary in his honor atop the rocky island, a place where heaven and earth would meet. At first, Aubert hesitated, unsure if the vision was real or a trick of the mind. But the archangel appeared not once but 3 times, each visit more insistent than the last. Finally, convinced of the divine command, Aubert set out to fulfill the heavenly request, braving the treacherous tides and the skepticism of his peers. With determination and faith, Aubert and his followers built a modest stone chapel on the summit of the island. This humble beginning marked the birth of Mont Saint-Michel as a sacred site. Over time, the chapel became a beacon for those seeking spiritual solace, drawing pilgrims from distant lands who braved the shifting sands and unpredictable waters to reach its hallowed walls. As centuries passed, the island's significance grew. The simple chapel was gradually replaced by grander structures, towers, crypts, and soaring Gothic spires that seemed to reach for the heavens. Skilled craftsmen, stonemasons, and architects toiled for generations, transforming Mont Saint-Michel into a marvel of medieval engineering. The abbey became a symbol of both spiritual devotion and human ingenuity, its silhouette rising ever higher above the tides. Mont Saint-Michel soon became a renowned center for learning and pilgrimage. Monks dedicated their lives to study, prayer, and the preservation of knowledge, copying ancient manuscripts by candlelight within the abbey's stone walls. Pilgrims from across Europe journeyed to the island seeking blessings, healing, or simply the awe of standing in a place where the divine seemed close at hand. The island's reputation as a spiritual haven spread far and wide. But Mont Saint-Michel was not only a sanctuary for the soul. Its strategic location made it a fortress during times of conflict. During the tumultuous years of the 100 Years' War, the island's formidable walls and ramparts withstood repeated sieges. Defenders clad in armor repelled invaders, and Mont Saint-Michel became a symbol of resistance and hope for the people of Normandy and beyond. Today, Mont Saint-Michel's history is as captivating as its breathtaking beauty. Its story is one of humble beginnings, miraculous visions, and centuries of transformation. From a solitary chapel to a majestic abbey, from a place of pilgrimage to a fortress of legend, Mont Saint-Michel continues to inspire all who gaze upon its soaring spires and walk its ancient stones, standing as a bridge between earth and sky. Walking through the narrow, cobbled streets of Mont Saint-Michel is like stepping back in time. You'll pass by ancient ramparts, charming shops, and cozy restaurants. But the highlight is definitely the abbey at the very top. Inside, you'll discover stunning architecture, peaceful cloisters, and breathtaking views of the bay. Be sure to explore the abbey's gardens, a tranquil oasis high above the world. After a day of exploring, you'll have worked up an appetite. Mont Saint-Michel is famous for its fluffy omelets, Legend has it that even Queen Anne of Brittany loved them. You can also find delicious seafood, crepes, and other regional specialties. Enjoy your meal with a view of the bay, and you'll have a truly unforgettable dining experience. One of the most magical things about Mont Saint-Michel is, honestly, just watching the tides change. At low tide, you can walk for what seems like miles across the sand. But, you know, when the tide comes in, it rushes in quickly. The bay transforms from a vast plain into a shimmering expanse of water. It's a natural spectacle you won't soon forget. Did you know that Mont Saint-Michel is home to less than 50 permanent residents? These brave souls keep the island running for the thousands of visitors who come each year. You might also hear stories about the quicksand that once surrounded the island, making it even harder to reach. While the quicksand is mostly gone now, these tales add to the island's mystique and sense of adventure. Visiting Mont Saint-Michel is more than just a sightseeing trip. It's a chance to connect with history, nature, and well, something bigger than yourself. Whether you're religious or not, you can't help but feel a sense of awe standing on this ancient island. It's a place that inspires reflection, wonder, and a renewed appreciation for the beauty of our world. Mont Saint-Michel is truly a one-of-a-kind destination. It's a magical blend of history, architecture, and natural beauty. From its soaring abbey to its dramatic tides, it's a place that will stay with you long after you've left. So add Mont Saint-Michel to your travel bucket list. You won't regret it.